to week 2, Stephanie.
Welcome to week 2.
Welcome to week 2.
Hi, welcome to week 2. So, week 2 begins off with Saturday, where we went to Adventure Cove Waterpark. For breakfast, we went to PGPR Canteen, and then headed off to Harpa Villa MRT station, named after the Harpa Villa theme park created by the same creator of Tiger Balm. We took the MRT to Harborfront, where we passed Vivo City in order to get to Sentosa's express monorail line. On the monorail line, we got off at Resorts World stop for Adventure Cove Waterpark, which is also the home to Universal Studios, so we passed by that. I don't have that many videos from Adventure Cove Waterpark, but I did take the selfie before I put my phone into the locker. And after the water park, we ended up going back to Vivo City Mall to the upstairs food court called Food Republic and had dinner there. And I got to try my first steamed rice cake with coconut. Then we traveled back to PGP for the night. On Sunday, we went to Marina Bay Sands and Gardens by the Bay. I ended up sleeping in to maybe around 12 o'clock during the day, and then we got up and had our first meal of the day at PGPR Canteen. After breakfast, we then headed off to Marina Bay Sands, which is one of the luxury hotels that Singapore is known for. Marina Bay Sands is like 3 different towers of hotel rooms and like kind of like a ship that goes along on top, and it's one of the iconic hotels that Singapore is known for. We decided after we saw the luxury hotel that we would go over to Gardens by the Bay to see the Supertree Grove and the Skyway. The Supertree Grove is a man-made tree park that consists of trees that are 25 to 50 meters high, and the Skyway is actually a 22-meter walkway above the ground, similar to the trees, so that you can see a better view of the city, and that's what we did. We ended up taking pictures and also took our time to just take in the beauty of Singapore. We then went down to have dinner because we were hungry at the food court beside the Supertree Grove. And the reason why we really wanted to go to Gardens by the Bay, especially for the Supertree Grove, was because of the daily light show at 7:45 and 8:45 p.m. every night. This month's show was a throwback to the 70s with the Garden Rhapsody. After coming home, I then settled down and called my boyfriend and my family. This Monday was actually a government holiday. It's called Vesak Day, and so we ended up kind of taking a day for ourselves instead of going to the lab, but we still had responsibilities like readings that we received from all of our PIs. So a lot of the kids and we then decided that we were going to go to UTown, which is University Town, to spend a day at one of their study commons. UTown is actually a student center on the other side of campus, so we took a bus there. Had lunch and dinner there. For dinner, I actually tried my first ayam panggang. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it's an Indonesian broiled chicken with rice. On Tuesday and Wednesday, I ended up doing a lot of data entry, and so our lab has a bunch of patient questionnaires, and I learned how to input data from those questionnaires into a database. After work on Tuesday, since we were so tired from going out so often, we ended up choosing the NUH Medical Center, which is nearby here, so that we could get some roasted chicken rice, and then we went to Fairprice for some more grocery shopping because I needed to pick up some aluminum foil since I didn't pick it up on my last grocery shopping trip, and then I finally got to roast some vegetables.
I like cherry tomatoes.
I finally found the time to roast my vegetables. Oh my god. So we have cherry tomatoes in there, some sweet potatoes, some carrots, and some broccoli. I found that a lot of the meals here are quite heavy on protein and carbs, so I really missed having vegetables, so I kind of just needed to roast some vegetables. Wednesday was similar to Tuesday, where I kind of just continued with data entry for the patient questionnaires. But after work, I met up with Alyssa and Joanne, and then we headed back to Vivo City Mall for the Food Republic food court. And I also bought some long pants from H&M because I needed them for lab. We're here again. This is probably the third time this week that we're here, but we're having dinner in the Food Republic again. Got some pants and some eye makeup remover, and now I think we're going back to Res. Thursday, I started working on my notes for my research proposal because my course at U of T requires that we hand in a research proposal 2 weeks after we start lab, which is coming up this Monday. So I needed to start working on that, so I started preparing on Thursday, and then after work I met up with a couple of the U of T kids again, and we had dinner at UTown. Before heading back to do some laundry, and I actually went to the gym for the first time in like maybe 2 years. While my clothes were in the laundry, I ended up going to the gym with Alyssa and Joanne. I know I messed up here, but because I extended my legs too much, but I mean, it's a good start for trying to get healthy. After the gym, I then grabbed my clean laundry clothes and then headed back. For Friday, which is today actually, so I went to lab, again continued on with research for my research proposal, did some more notes for that, wrote up my introduction as well as my hypothesis, and then after work we went to Jurong East for the JCube mall so that we could go to McDonald's because we've all been craving a little bit of Western food, and also we really wanted to try out the McDonald specials for Singapore. Yay! Nintendo twist, a Nintendo McFlurry, and a twist as well. So I ended up trying out the Chendol McFlurry as well as the Chendol twist. So my phone memory kind of cut off here, and so my clip is not full. So I was just talking about how I tried the Chendol McFlurry and also the Chendol twist, and I really actually liked them. And then after McDonald's, we ended up kind of just going to Daiso, which was a couple floors above. And then after that, we headed home. And now I'm at home right now editing this video. And also, you can see that I also did my narration point. But that was my week 2 in Singapore.